black man of America. He's not a Negro. This is the slave master's name given to our fathers under slavery. There's no such thing as a race or nation of Negroes. You don't find that nowhere. This is our people's slang, name given by the white slave masters. Well, he had in it. Let's take a look into why did he call us Negroes after he made us slave. We was pretty dumb when he brought us here. It's not that we can say that we were smart, we were wise. No, that we would not have come here. He could not have brought us here. We was not too smart. And so, after depriving us of the knowledge of ourselves, knowledge of our name, the knowledge of our language, of our people, knowledge of our people's history, he called us Negro. Negro means something that is dead, lifeless, neutral. It's a neutral thing. It's something that you have to move or you put it down, it will stay right there until that you move it again. It is not something that it have any power of itself. It's it's moved by the power of another one. So he gave us this name, and it means something that is dead and lifeless, and that goes for our mental power. After being deprived of the knowledge of yourself, then you're considered mentally dead. And so the book translated, the Bible translated 400 and some years ago, about 50 some years ago now, I think it is. They put in there the resurrection of the dead. When the resurrection of the dead come, that would be the judgment. The resurrection only means the mentally dead people. We are the people to be resurrected. And when the resurrection of the so-called Negro or the black man of America, when he is resurrected into the knowledge of self and in the knowledge of God and the devil, then that's the end of the world.
Do you not see how dumb we are? We are pretty ignorant. And this big old wide USA. And every corner we look in, or every square foot, we find the enemy against us. And yet we won't build up a hospital so that we can take care of our own selves. Try and do these things, or wait around and it'll be too late. And then you will cry, oh, woe is me, that I let such opportunity that Elijah Muhammad was teaching me to take hold of. And I fooled around and didn't do nothing but depend on the white man. Build up something for ourselves. And then the nations of the earth will recognize you as they are recognized themselves for doing for self. No need to say you don't have a chance. Oh, yes. We break the chain, brother, and come on out of it. We don't have nothing that's binding us that we cannot destroy and free ourselves. I want you to remember this. You are a little too happy to do temporary things. We don't want no temporary here. We want permanent. The professional the professional people that I see written down here, we could take these people and build the finest nation that is on earth. But if we cleave our tongue to the roof of our mouth and won't let it speak for self, and tie our hands behind us so the hands won't do for self, you can expect to suffer. Now in the South, we do have their farms that when we harvest them, we expect to eat, and you eat too. So since that you will eat too, help us to work that farm.
Oh, yeah.
And history shows they has been successful in doing these things for themselves. I said to you again and again, it is high time that we get together and try to carve out a future for self instead of continuously pleading, begging for our slave masters' children to provide a future for us. Every president from Washington to Mr. Johnson today has disappointed us and given to us equal justice, equal protection under their law, in which we was born under and has continued to be born under for the last 400 years. For the last 100 years of so-called freedom for us from the white man's domination, we have not exercised that freedom and has not been absolutely free. We, the leaders and teachers of our people today, should remember these things, that for 100 long years we have been disappointed. At every election, I should say every national election of the land, we today are still not only asking for just civil rights, but first we are trying to get us as a people to be recognized as under the call human rights, which means to recognize us as equal human beings along with other human beings of the earth. This has not been granted us. Not to say a national civil right, which is confined only in the territory of North America. If granted, and then if such a granted, in which they have tentatively said that they have granted, it is of that kind of civil rights that is in part. We don't have 100% equal chance equal recognition under this bill. So I say to you, leaders and teachers of my people, we are far off from being equal in our beliefs and thinkings, far apart. Since we are far apart in our equal thinkings and beliefs of a better future for our people, we should unite, come together, discuss our differences, and let us agree on that particular thing that will bring to our people freedom, justice, and equality, equal chance as human beings on this planet Earth. On some of it that we can call on for the 22 million of our people who are now becoming overcrowded and squeezed out by the ever increasing population of both white and black in America. And with the white only planning and building and reserving and storing up, manufacturing all that we get our need, making us a subject and a prison to accept what they produce and prepare for us, or we suffer the consequence. We must begin to think in terms of doing something for self, lest we be left stranded over the narrow, undependable bridge, over the chasm that we know that will not support our crossings. Let us remember that with all of our trying to think in terms of uniting and trying to please the white race of people and the things that we think that they would like of us, that at the same time we are displeasing ourselves in the way of a good future for ourselves and our children. Let us remember, since that the confusion in yourself and in the nation and nations throughout the earth at this time, in trying to get the confidence of the people behind them, and in trying to get the people to believe in them, that they will be better next year than they was last year. And the people trying to force themselves to think that they can produce a better leader, our ruler. This concerns independent nations. This concerns people whose people and governments and countries is in jeopardy against the enemies of other countries and people. We are a people that has been offered freedom from servitude slavery. We don't come in that category. We are a people looking for a home. We are a people looking for justice, freedom, equality with other human beings. We are a people wants an equal chance to go for self. This is what we should be doing. I warn you that the kind of choice that you are trying to get behind